I knew it was nothing that I did, but I was like confused. But at the same time, while he was telling me those words, I'm like, this is the 60-day manifestation cleanse. Like, I just knew it.
I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like Daddy, Stacy, all of the Barbies is pretty. Damn, all of the bodies is bad. It girls, and we ain't playing tag.
And I wanted to come here today and give you guys a quick story time on how Armon Wiggins' 60-day manifestation cleanse journal has literally changed my life. Let's get right into it. So I work a 9 to 5, and I'm in the hustle and bustle of a 9 to 5, like most of us. Some of us are living paycheck to paycheck. Some of us are working a 9 to 5 and can't even afford our lifestyle. And I've never wanted to be a person who was stuck in a 9 to 5. And I'm getting up there in age, and I knew that if I didn't do something about it now, that was gonna be my life. So over the holiday, I was like, man, when 2025 comes in, I want to figure out how I can become self-made, how I can be an entrepreneur, how I can monetize off of my talent, so I do not have to be stuck in the 9 to 5, in the 9 to 5 mindset. I had a very long break. I worked from home for a couple of weeks during the winter break, and also just the days being off for Christmas and Thanksgiving. I had an extended break, and I had a lot of time to think about what it is that I want in life, and I had a lot of time to just like form and create my own schedule. And I was just loving like waking up, working out, having a matcha, making coffee at home, having like a good balanced breakfast, checking my emails, reading a book, going for a walk, running errands, just doing things at my own pace while still getting my work done. And some days when I didn't have work, I'm relaxing or working on things that I want for myself on the side. And I was thinking like, man, like I'm gonna be really distraught when it's time to go back to work, because I'm really enjoying this. And like I was saying, I was thinking to myself, like, I need to figure out how I can fully use my talents to make money off of the things that God has blessed me with, versus going to clock in and making money for somebody else. So even before Armon talked about this book, I knew, I was like, 2025, I'm going harder. Like I stream on Twitch, video games, and I make content on like TikTok and things like that. But I was like, man, I do it here and there. I might stream twice a week. Then I take a break, and then I come back and stream a couple times, and then I go away and come back. And I'm like, man, I really need to start taking this serious for 2025, because I'm really trying to get out of this 9 to 5 vicious cycle. So Armon had came out with this book, and I was like, oh wow, this seems like a good idea, to write down what you want, journal it every single day, and really, monitor, your goals, aspirations. And, they say when you put pen to paper, that's when things really start to align. So I'm going to share with y'all what I wrote in the book. So literally day 1, he says, set your intention. What is your primary goal for this cleanse? What do you hope to manifest by the end of this journey? So I'll share with you guys what my overall goal was for this 60-day cleanse, and I'll also share what vice I decided to eliminate. So I said, my primary goal for this cleanse is to hear God's voice in order to get clear direction on how to become financially free, so I do not have to clock into a company's organization anymore, but to create a path for myself doing what I love, fulfilling my purpose, and living for God while becoming wealthy. And then it says, identify your vice. What do you usually turn to? Why do you think it's holding you back? So I'm going to be real with y'all. I turn to chips. As crazy as it sounds, when I'm having a long day and I'm just like, bro, I want this day to end, it's nothing like crunching on some chips. And people might say, how is that a setback? It's a setback for many reasons, because I could be a lot skinnier, I could be healthier, I could be eating something more healthy than chips, but it's just like I love chips, I love the salt, I love the crunch, and it's just an issue that I have. And I was like, okay, I want to eliminate chips. And then also I wanted to eliminate unhealthy friendships and eliminate wine and alcohol. Now, wine and alcohol is not like a huge issue for me, but it's definitely something that I thought that, you know, while I'm doing this cleanse, like I shouldn't be drinking alcohol. You know what I mean? Like why be on a cleanse and trying to manifest stuff and getting drunk? Like it just didn't make sense to me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna eliminate chips, wine, and alcohol. And then on top of that, I'm doing a fast with my mom with the church where you fast all day long until 4:00 p.m. So I had enough things to journal about. And basically my goal was, you know, to hear God's voice on what I need to do to get to where I'm trying to be in life. So I'm not stuck in a 9-to-5 mindset, because it is a mindset. It's a mindset. And if you don't know any better or you don't have any direction, that's going to be your life. And I know it's a mindset even while I was working it, but I didn't know what else to do. But anyway, let me tell y'all what happened. So I've been putting it in the atmosphere. I don't want to work a 9-to-5. I don't want to go back to work. Oh my God, I've been off for so long. I don't want to go back to that place. Like, if anybody was putting it out there, I was putting it out there. The world was hearing my cry. Every day that I was looking at the calendar, that it was getting closer and closer for me to go back to that office, I was moping about it. And I'm a person, I don't even really like to complain about stuff, because God can take away things from you. And I know I needed my income, but I was still complaining about it. I'm like, man, I don't want to go back there. So anyway, my first day back after the holiday, I'm just like driving to work, like, oh, I don't want to be there, whatever. I get in there, everybody, hey, it's been forever. Da, da, da. And I'm just like, hey, you know, like, I don't want to be here. I want to go home. So during my lunch break, I was like, let me go home, because I only live about 10 minutes away from my job. And I was just sitting there like, bruh, like, it's got to be another way. Why do I have to give 8 hours of my time to someone else when I could be doing so much more with my life? Like, I just hated every moment of it at that point. Like, even though I had already been working there for 3 years, in that very moment, on that very day, I was like, I can't do this no more. So I remember I was about to go back to work. My lunch break was over and I was closing my blinds, and I was like, Andrea, you need to chill out, because you might be speaking this into existence. Like, I remember saying that to myself, and I'm like, you need your job, girl, so chill out. So I'm like, okay, let me chill, whatever. So I go to work. You won't believe it. I check my work phone. I got a missed call from my supervisor. I'm like, oh, let me call him back. So he's like, hey, Andrea. I'm like, hey. He's like, I want to meet with you tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, I'm not thinking nothing of it. Me and him, we talk all the time. So he was like, oh, remember I was telling you about the organizational restructure? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, we finalized it, and I want to talk about how your job will be impacted by it. So I'm still not thinking anything of it. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be moved to a different team, or I'm going to have a new supervisor. I'm not thinking anything of it. He was like, yeah, so I want to talk about how the organizational restructure is going to impact your job. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he's like, yeah, but I don't want you to lose any sleep tonight. And I'm like, thinking to myself, like, why would I lose sleep? Like, I'm really thinking that he's just about to say, oh, this is your new boss or whatever. This is your new team. And he's like, yeah, because your job's being eliminated. I was like, what? Like, huh? He was like, yeah, your job and a few other people's jobs are being eliminated. Now, mind you, I have the highest score on all my reviews for the last 3 years that I've been working there. I always got good reviews. Like, I'm not a problem employee. I'm always doing my job. So I knew it was nothing that I did, but I was like confused. But at the same time, while he was telling me those words, I'm like, this is the 60-day manifestation cleanse. Like, I just knew it. Like, to most people, the news would sound devastating, but to me, I'm like, it's coming together. Like, I knew in a weird way that it was coming together for me. Well, even though it was me getting my job eliminated, I knew that what I wrote in that book and what I had put out there was coming back to me. So a part of me was like, oh, this is it. But then another part of me was like, dang, like, I'm not gonna have a job, you know? But I still had that confidence because I was listening to Armon, and he was basically saying, like, when you want something so bad and you trying to manifest something, things are gonna change around you. And I knew, I'm like, my job was collateral damage to what I wanted, because I wasn't gonna leave my job. No, I don't quit jobs. I know people who quit jobs that be like, yeah, I'm quitting and I'm gonna start from scratch and I'm gonna pull out a business loan and I'm gonna do this and do that. That's not me. I'm too scared to quit a job, baby. I need my check every 2 weeks, babe. No, definitely not quitting no job. So basically, I was pushed out of a job. And I know that God is shifting the wheels for me to basically get to where I'm trying to go. So that's basically what I want to tell y'all, how fast this book is working. Literally just set my intentions, wrote it down. I've been journaling every day. I've been journaling every day in the book. And I've been loving it. Like I said, most people would look at this as a bad thing, but I'm so confident in what I want and what I put out there and setting my intention and my goals. There's no way that I'm fasting from certain foods. I'm fasting from food in general until 4:00 p.m. every day. And this is bad, or this is devastating, or this is negative. It's not. When you have the right mindset and you have a goal and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do to get what you want, anything bad that happens during that process is not really bad. It's just the wheels turning. And I wanted to thank Armon for this because, you know, I like when he does like the female rap and the gossip and stuff like that. But hearing him say that he wants to grow, you can't hate on that. Like, yeah, I like to watch him, like, you know, do his commentary and his gossip and stuff like that, and ha ha ha, whatever, watch him while I'm eating my dinner and or before bed or whatever. But to see the other side of him getting on YouTube and really offering advice, encouragement, and showing you the ropes, you do not get a lot of people who will show you the ropes to success. A lot of people want to hide success. They don't want everybody to be successful. There's people like that. They don't want to tell you how they got there. They don't want to tell you their resources. He is literally feeding it to us. So what do you want? Do you want to be able to get on YouTube and hear somebody gossip? Or do you want to be able to get on YouTube and somebody give you the keys? So if that's what he feels like his calling is and his following and what he's being called to do, I much rather get a positive outcome that's gonna last me my lifetime than to get a quick ha ha he he off some gossip. That, like he said, it's an oversaturated market. You can find it anywhere. And it's still the same Armon. He's taking that same energy and the same efforts that he puts into giving you the latest tea into helping you elevate your lifestyle and elevate your life. And I'm sorry, I'd much rather have that, and I respect that. And I'm a Gemini just like him. My birthday's June 1st. I think his is June 3rd, so we right there. So I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. He's changing my life and changing my life fast. Y'all definitely get this 60-day manifestation cleanse. He has like writing exercises in here, and in the back you can just script. I mean, I've been using this book, and I really think that it's the truth. It's the truth. This book, God, prayer, whatever it is that's gonna get you where you need to go, or whoever you believe in, I would say buy the book. I stream. I'm going to start streaming more. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, Dread TV. Make sure you follow me on YouTube. I'm going to start putting out more content. maybe my next YouTube will be about my experience in the news and why I finally decided to leave the news for good. But I really appreciate anybody who's watching this video. Again, thank you, Armon. This has been life-changing. And like I said, some people would take that news of my job being eliminated as devastating, but it's not devastating for me because I know what it means, and I know what I've been asking for, and I'm confident that is why this is happening. So I only have a job for like another week, and I'm on my own, and it's gonna be what I decide to do with my time now because I asked for it, and now here it is. So what am I gonna do with my time to show God, hey, you blessed me with this, and I'm gonna use it to my ability to get to the next level in my life.
All of the bodies is